All right, Universal Soldier, not lockup. Universal Soldier. I got this at the Dollar Tree. And the transfer looks nice. It's actually pretty clean. I really need to watch Lockup at some point. This would be a really good double feature with Death Warrant.
Oh,
Right, so
okay.
this is the Stallone I Go to Prison movie.
Uh huh.
That and Escape Plan 1 through 3, which Stallone did more recently with Arnold.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So
Okay.
anyways, Universal Soldier, a film I grew up on, seen a bunch. So we've got Luke, who is a soldier in the Vietnam War, and he finds out that their colonel or their I forget, dude. I'm not in the military.
Yeah,
I
I don't
forget
know.
which
I don't
rank
know
is
what rank.
which.
Yeah. The
Um,
like
but
captain guy.
yeah, the dude in charge, Andrew Scott. I think it might actually say on here. I thought he was a lieutenant, and then no, Andrew Scott and shit. Yeah, I don't remember. Please tell me what are the ranks? In what order do they go?
What
You
order
got like
is
a
the U.S. military?
general is at the top, and then below. I don't fucking know. Anyways, I don't know which order it goes on. You got the private, which I think is like the lowest rank, and then general I think is the highest, and I don't know anything between.
I know.
So anyways, so Andrew Scott, the leader, he is just going crazy. He's killing everybody. And this guy is played by Dolph Lundgren, and they end up killing each other. And years later, 15 years later, I think is what it is, right?
Yes,
I think
I
it's
think
15 years
so.
later.
I'm like,
They are brought back for the Universal Soldier program, and they are made into these elite undead mercenaries who can execute any job in record time because they follow orders and they don't feel pain and they don't have memories. And so there's this reporter journalist chick who loses her job and she needs the big story, the big break to get her back into her career. And so she tracks down this team of elite special ops and finds out what they're doing, is about to be executed, and Luke saves the day, mostly because of a regressive memory that gets pulled up of Andrew killing this Vietnamese couple.
so awful.
Yes,
Oh,
super terrible.
yeah.
And so they take off, and the Universal Soldiers are in tow. And that's the film, and they're after him, and she's trying to figure out who the hell he is. He's trying to figure out who the hell he is. He has no memories. Memories start to slowly come back to him. And of course, like, they figure out that they're Universal Soldiers. I mean, we're talking spoilers, obviously. And he makes his way home, and it's tragic because I feel like every Universal Soldier in this film is a victim, right? Like, even though Andrew Scott is clearly like this maniac, lunatic, freaking murderer, when you see a picture of him and Luke and the other guys in their squad, uh, they're all very happy and they're all friends. And obviously, Andrew went over there with the best of intentions. Maybe he didn't, but it just, the way I read it is that he fucking lost it over there,
Yeah.
right? They were either testing Agent Orange on him, or he was suffering from serious PTSD and he snapped under the pressure, and he just started seeing, everyone as the enemy. Like, they teach you to go out there to kill. They teach you to go out there, and these people are your enemies. And then he started not being able to tell his enemies from his friends because he just thought, I'm out here to kill, right? And I'm out here to waste the enemy. And when no one would take his orders, he would execute them as a traitor because, the all the people on the other side, anyone who wasn't like a GI, needed to die.
Yeah.
And if they wouldn't listen to him, he would kill them. But this was just him in like super aggressive, order following mania.
Yeah.
And it's just sad because his regressive state that he falls back into once the Universal program wears off of him, he just falls back into his more chaotic state as opposed to like the guy he was probably before, because that's what he was last, and that's what where his brain is at, and it's never been fixed. And it's just, I don't know, I see him as a very tragic villain.
Yeah.
Even though he never comes off as sympathetic, we never get any moments with him.
No,
where
you hate
he's
him
like
the whole time.
Yes, he's an asshole from frame one. But it's that picture that you see of them that I'm like, damn.
Like
he looks like he's happy, he's
yeah.
smiling. They're all together. They all seem like they're really good friends, and it's just a shame.
Yeah.
Like that kind of stuff has to happen because some people just fucking snap.
Well, and like the movie is also, even when they become Universal soldiers, like they're still expendable to the U.S. military.
Absolutely.
So it just kind of really highlights how expendable soldiers are, and it really fucking sucks because people suffer immensely, you know, PTSD from veterans, and then the way veterans are treated when they, you know, return home. All of that is just, it's super tragic.
Well, listen to Metallica's One, right?
Yes, exactly. So fuck war. But the movie does have some kind of lighthearted scenes to it for sure.
Yeah.
Just because of his character. And it definitely was... it's kind of like if you took the Terminator and made him like a nice guy.
Yeah.
Like a hero. Like that's basically what it was.
Yeah.
So that was an interesting perspective. This movie is definitely more of an action film than the other two Van Damme movies that we've watched, which were martial arts.
Well, yeah, the other ones,
movies.
yeah, they're martial arts. They have no guns or anything.
And I definitely am seeing that I'm not a huge action fan, like this type of action for sure. I didn't hate the movie or anything. I do appreciate a lot of it, but I like Bloodsport the best of the three, and I like Kickboxer better than this one in some ways. But I really like his character, and I like you know, the scene at the diner when he's eating food is like really adorable.
I just want to eat.
It's so like scary too, kind of like.
Well, he's just like a machine.
Yeah.
You know he's human. I mean,
but he like has to learn like everything again. Like he doesn't really know like what to do. And so yeah, that was like, there's some funny parts with that. And of course, like when they're at the motel and he just like walks out like totally naked, and the mom of the hotel owner is like, which is not binoculars, she's just like so happy. That stuff is all super cute. But their story is really tragic, and they're like doomed to repeat it, right? Yeah. Like that's what happens. In a way.
Shit, even in the happy ending, I don't even know what the hell's gonna happen to him.
I know.
Right? Like what? Like he overheats.
Right.
And he needs this shit. I don't know. Does he? Now there is sequels technically. Universal Soldier: The Return and Reckoning or something, and they've made like 4 of them. There's even one where I don't remember if he even plays Luke in all of them or not. I know like Goldberg from the WCW is in one. Dolph Lundgren returns in another one. It's like clones or some shit. I saw The Return for sure. I may have saw another one, but I don't remember. I only saw those once and years ago. But yeah, this one I love and I grew up on, and I am an action fan, right? Like I really love Dolph Lundgren in this. I think he's a fantastic villain. I think he's very scary.
He is.
I think that like when he rolls up to the truck stop and he just kicks these guys in the face, and then his ear necklace and like his dude that he has with him who's like all shot up and is just like eating beef like right off the counter.
Oh my
and,
god.
like, that guy's scary as hell.
So scary.
They just, I don't know, the villains are really cool and really intimidating. And I think Lundgren's performance in this is great. He's very, very unhinged throughout the entire film.
I agree.
Van Damme's good. He probably only has like maybe 15 words in the whole freaking movie.
He really
he
doesn't
says like
have a
nothing
lot.
in the film.
And he's mostly like straight faced the whole time for the most part. I don't think we ever see him smile. Maybe we see him smile like once. I don't know, but he's like very like not like no affect, you know, which is.
I wish I could be as flexible as he was when he like bends over to cut that shit out of his leg. He tells her to feel for something hard.
Oh my god! And she's like,
and he's like, "Is that supposed to be there?"
Yeah, all that was really funny.
Yeah.
And she's just like, I'm gonna reprogram you to be a sex robot.
Pretty much. And they don't ever have a romance in this.
No,
like,
but there's like sexual tension. I guess just maybe
not
from her.
From her. She
not
just,
from him.
He's some
he doesn't even
buff
know.
dude, right? Like she's just looking at him like piece of meat, like the government does.
Well,
Right?
That's
But
a good point.
they don't ever have a romance really. He just cares about her because they're close. Like she helped him. But in the end, they just hug. There's no kissing. I mean, maybe he fucked her 2 seconds into the credits, right there in front of mom and
like
dad.
Bend
And
over.
he just like laid her down on Andrew Scott's remains, just the blood puddle.
Oh my god.
And then was like, "Hey, mom and dad, that I barely remember. Watch this."
Dude, it's kind of crazy too because it's been so long. Like he's been dead for 15 or whatever years, and then now he's gonna just go out into the world like his parents are 15 years older. I mean, I guess it's kind of nice because if like he's
they got to.
still that same
She's going to
age,
expose the program.
Yeah.
And he should be able to get his life back.
Well, sure.
But if the
It's
government
I
would
just mean-
let him.
Right, but I just mean that like if he does try and reintegrate into society, like it would be weird, right? Like there's so much new stuff. Although I guess he doesn't remember really anything.
Yeah, people coming back
So
from
he
the
would
dead
just be
as
like-
unstoppable killing forces and then being reintegrated into society would be pretty odd.
Yeah, but he doesn't even need to like he just needs to learn in general because he doesn't remember a whole lot.
Sure, I don't know, like, will he get his entire memory back? Will he even survive? I mean, will his body immediately, shut down? He definitely needs to get a job, like, in Antarctica or, like, in
Right,
Alaska, somewhere super cold, and
Yeah.
he can just heal. He can be like Wolverine, just
Yeah.
lay in the freaking snow, and it's just like, he gets, like, injured at work, and they're like, oh my god, workers' comp, and he's like, snow.
Snow.
Just give me some snow.
Oh, I
And
thought
they're
he was
like,
like-
you mean?
I thought he was
And he's like, no,
snow.
literal.
Literal
No.
snow. Snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I get it. When I put it on, I was like, I think Kaylee's not gonna love this action, but I think she'll like. So the good thing is that primarily a lot of Van Damme movies, as opposed to like Arnold movies, which is funny, is mostly kicking ass, right? Like there are some movies like Time Cop and stuff that have a little bit more gunplay in them, or like Hard Target has some gunplay in it as well. But Van Damme is primarily about hand-to-hand combat, right? There's some gun use in Cyborg, but a lot of ass kicking, right? Death Warrant, Lionheart is 100% hand-to-hand, so there's, if you're liking those more, we can definitely stick to like Death Warrant, Lionheart. Those are the like hand-to-hand combat movies.
Yeah, I didn't hate this movie at all. I definitely still enjoyed it, but it just, I don't know what it is. And it's not every action movie, because there are action movies that I do quite enjoy, but sometimes I just get a little, I guess, just out of it. I don't know what it is.
I would love to do some like real fun reviews and discussions because of The Last of Us, going back and, doing a history lesson of like how far we've come, doing Super Mario Brothers, doing Double Dragon, doing Street Fighter with Van Damme, and just watching these like ridiculous films, video game adaptations, like just hilariously bad movies, but are super entertaining. Like I think those would be super fun to talk about on the channel. I want to do more of those ridiculous films.
Yes, they're fun. Ridiculous films are a lot of fun to watch.
Yes, they are, and a lot of fun to talk about.
Yes.
So of the three girls, who do you like the best? Bloodsport, kickboxer, and this girl.
Bloodsport's definitely the last place for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I liked the journalist from this. There's two journalists in these.
Yeah.
I thought that she was really, I don't know, I just liked her. I thought she had a good performance and she was pretty and believable and like sarcastic and stuff, and so I was like really into her character.
Yeah.
But I also really like their relationship in Kickboxer,
Yeah.
even though it's not like there's not a lot of depth to it or anything. It's pretty surface level, but she was really sweet. So I hate ranking. I'm just gonna tie them, and just the Bloodsport girl I don't like.
That's fine. But it's your favorite of the three.
But it is, yeah. But that's.
But the chick doesn't elevate it.
No, I could do without her.
She's the down.
I feel like she's like totally unnecessary.
Yeah. So that's that. Universal Soldier. What do you guys think? Did you grow up on this one as well? And what's your favorite scenes? That's it.
That's it.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.